Happy Wednesday, everybody. You know what time it is. It's time for the Children's Museum of the Lowcountry to share some knowledge about the best things to do this week for kids and families. Of course, that means I have Karen Coltrane, the CEO and president of the Children's Museum of the Lowcountry, back with me yet again. Karen, welcome back.
Thank you.
First of all, if you missed our Palmetto Planner we just had a few minutes ago, today's a fun day. It's Inspire Your Heart with Art Day at the museum.
That's right. So it's just a way to get kids thinking about kindness and joy and caring about other people as we move into February.
Yeah, and get those creative juices flowing, right? So you can go there, do a special project, and it's free with museum admission.
Absolutely. So we always try to have pop-up things going on inside the museum, and then I have a great, talented young lady on staff who comes up with all the daily themes. So there's always something going on.
There really is. I'm always looking at your calendar. Always something fun for the kiddos. All right, so we're talking about family-friendly events coming up this week.
Yes.
So we're into February almost now, which is crazy.
That's right.
So we're going to start off strong, right?
Yes. There's. I really wanted to draw attention to Charleston County Parks on February 3rd. So from I think what I have 5:30 to 6 or 5 to 6:30 is doing an inclusive silent disco.
Nice.
Now we love this because we have one too, and we use it frequently as well. But it's really great. The kids and the adults wear headphones and they're hearing the disco music, but it's not bothering everybody else, and they're all dancing together, and it's just a really amazing way to enjoy your time. A lot of reasons that's great developmentally for kids, but this one they charge $4 a person if you register early, or $5 at the event, and it's all participants 15 and under need to have a chaperone.
Nice. So my question always with the silent disco is everybody listening to the same song, or is it all different songs?
Depends on how many DJs you have. You can switch it up. So, you know, I could kind of be in my late 70s groove like I really like, and somebody else could maybe be on something different. So.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So everybody's grooving together, but in their own way.
That's right.
I love that.
That's
all right.
right.
That's going to be a great one. So that's February 3rd.
That's Saturday, yes. And also on Saturday at 11, from 11 to noon, Tuffy Tiger live and in orange is going to be at the Flowertown Players Black Box Theater in Somerville.
Nice.
So if you're out in that area and want to participate in that, our little Tuffy Tiger, sure to entertain kids. About 5 years old, great age range for that.
Definitely. And Flowertown Players, we've had them on the show before. They're great. They're great. So I know they're going to put on a great show.
So I think that would be one to, and then of course on Sunday is the kind of big enchilada in town.
Yes.
We've got the Lowcountry Oyster Festival, which children 10 and under are free.
Yeah.
So I think that's something to think about. In their children's area called Pluffapalooza. How cute is that?
So cute.
And they're going, you know, this whole thing is 50,000 pounds of oysters.
Yes.
So for someone like me who will break my plant-based for just a few things, oysters is one of them. So.
And this is the world's largest oyster festival, and it's right in our backyard. It's at Boone Hall Plantation. Hopefully the tickets are still available for that one. That's going to be such a fun event. I've been there before. Hopefully good weather too.
Yeah, and I think I saw tickets might be a little cheaper ahead of time, so you might want to think about that.
How do you like your oyster?
Well, I can do them raw.
Okay.
But I like roasted too.
Okay. I'm more of a cocktail sauce, hot sauce, everything situation.
Yeah.
It's just better that way.
You're just more saucy than
me.
me.
More saucy.
That's
fine.
right.
That's a good thing. All right, so now we're talking about summer camp.
Yes, this is our big day. We went public this morning, just an hour ago, for camp.
Yeah.
So February 1, this is it.
This is it.
We have but so many slots. We have a different theme every week. So we do that because, and we start working on it in the fall to get all this. My staff is awesome and they deliver a wonderful camp experience. But get in there. We have constricted the ages. I've been online talking to some folks this morning who have older children who've had their kids in our camp and are kind of a little bummed out. But we realized when we looked at the market that 5 to 8, which is actually our good age range for us, there's limited on what kids can do in camp. So there are options in the community for a little bit older. So we decided to just open up more seats for 5 to 8. So if you've got that and you haven't booked summer camp yet, we tend to fill up in the first couple days. So I mean, we may be full by the weekend. So, but keep checking because sometimes people drop out, and so we keep a wait list.
Yeah, and when does camp start?
Oh my gosh, right when school's out.
Okay.
Yeah, we go all summer. And school, actually Charleston County goes back a week early this year.
Okay.
So we're running right up to the end.
So now it's time for something that we do every week. You're bringing us a parent tip.
I am. And this one, I want to share some news that's big in the education world, but not every parent may know about it. It's called the Mississippi Miracle. And for years, when statewide reading scores were published, I would hear elected officials and business leaders in South Carolina say, well, we may rank low, but at least we're not Mississippi or Alabama or Louisiana. But did you know that consultants who advise municipalities on how many prison beds they will need in the future use a state's third grade reading scores as their metric for their calculations? That's how connected these things are. So anyway, the miracle is that Mississippi went from being ranked 49th in the nation in 2023 for fourth grade reading scores to 21st in the nation in 2022. In less than 10 years, including the pandemic years, they moved up 28 spots in the ranking. How? By doing what we know works thanks to years of research. In short, they draw on the science of reading. And I'll talk more about that next week, but until then, I want you to read an extra book to your children this week, because children's ability to read is what impacts their ability to be successful in school.
I'm sure. Karen, thank you so much for this.
Of course.